NFL 24. And this one features Josh Jacobs. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 93 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. He'll get this to about the 38. Look at this Packers defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Herbert off of play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Herbert on first down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5-yard line with this opening drive yield 6. This is third and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Ready?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. I like the way they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now the rookie's free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing. Love. Rolling to his right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Jacobs. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of 2 things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Jacobs again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Charge. Ready.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is going to have the Packers first down with ease as they wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Going back to Love. Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Herbert. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Love now to pass on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes a field goal unit. The kick by McManus is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Jamison Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important position. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw now. Here's Love sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Steps away. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Switch, yellow. 52 black, ready.
Play action this time with Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is taken in by Hurst. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This 2nd and 4. Herbert now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chargers.
Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, LA! Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He'll buy some time right. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And they're going to speed things up here.
1-yard gain.
Jacobs going to try the middle. A little juke. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And just shedding him off there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
31-yard line.
On the ball. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
It's a loss of 2.
Love now on the move to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Chargers.
Now a handoff, Edwards. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gus Edwards, 59 yards. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Same target. It's Jacobs again. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down. Love. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
For the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First down 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On the handoff, Edwards. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
This is Edwards. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a run with Edwards. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.